I know, we're at a weird angle again. I just don't have a way to do a top-down view, but that's fine. We will do what we can. So, I have some challenges here that I printed off from Daisy Dollar Budget's Ko-fi. I'm going to link her stuff in the description, so don't worry. But I wanted to make this video explaining all about the different challenges that creators have available, how to support them, you know, how to do what you can, you know, on your own dime and everything else. And, you know, challenges are completely versatile. They will do whatever you want them to do, pretty much. So this one, the first one that I got from her is the Save $820, which is perfect because I was actually trying to figure out, you know, when I get money from selling my stuff on Marketplace and everything else, how am I going to store it and keep track of it? Because some of that money is going to go towards me getting an apartment for me and my kids. And I need $900 for the deposit. This is $820, so I just need to figure out how to do the other $80, which is fine because I also have some challenges in here that I would combine with this. So that's amazing, and I'm not even going to cut this out. I am actually yeah, I'm going to cut it down a little bit. I know how to work my thing. Hold on. It's just been so long. Okay. I'm going to trim off the top a little bit. And this is a very cheapy paper trimmer that my ex got me. Nothing really special there. I'm going to make sure I have enough space on both sides to hold the money, and so I can easily tape it off. Kind of like an envelope. I could trim a little bit more, but that's fine. I'm gonna fold it in half, and then that is not straight at all, but I don't care. So this is pretty much all I would have to do is just like glue it or tape it, whichever I feel like doing later. But this would be pretty much the envelope in of itself. So I don't really have to worry about finding an envelope or anything because I could just put the money in here and then hide it from everyone. So this is perfect. Starting off strong for something that I need for me and the girls. So I love this. This was beautifully timed. So I'm going to put that off to the side. She also had in her freebies a pretty and pink game challenge. So what you would do with this is what I've seen other creators do with games like this. I just didn't print off all the pages because I don't care for the game aspect of it. But what you would do is that this would be the front cover of it, and you would set up your binder accordingly to where each plastic envelope was one of these. She has a second page, and then a third, and then these would be this, and then like two other pages would be the cards that you would print off and everything else. That way if you got the card, you know, because you would cut this in half and then this would be all one sheet and this would be on one sheet if you wanted to do it like that. That way it's pretty much similar to these. And then, you know, you would draw a card and then you would flip over to whatever symbol that is and then you just cross it off. That's how people play the game. how I want to do it is just a basic challenge, you know? Like I have this game, and I think I have a couple of other games from a couple of creators. What I want to do, like everyone else is doing, is pretty much do like have a binder where each envelope is a certain creator. So let's say I finish this challenge, that's done, I'll swap it out for this one and keep it going. So I was planning on doing something like that. And then like this, I printed this off to go with the $820 thing, because I can make these circles however much I want. I could do $1 a piece, I could do $2, $5, whatever I need to get up to that $80. I'm gonna go ahead and trim this down. By trimming it down, I'm actually going to like just get it ready, and that way everything is already done and I don't have to worry about it later. And I already have these also separated by themes. Which also helps make it easier to explain how I'm doing everything. Because what I would probably do for these is take $80. That would be what I would need for the $900 thing. And then divide it by however many circles I have for these cute challenges. And then that would be how much each of these would be worth. Now, a lot of people, a lot of the creators that I follow, they have their own laminators and everything else. You don't have to go that fancy if you don't want to. I sure do not. Okay, so I printed off these and these little cutesy, little whimsical boho stuff. This would be my fall themed stuff. So this would be anything for like going to the pumpkin patch or whatever other fall themed event my city has going on. You know, that way when me and the girls go, you know, we can get souvenirs, we can get food, you know, we can get all the good stuff wherever we can. So this would be good for it. I also want to do like a seasonal or holiday binder. That way when I do stuff like this, you know, I can switch it out for every theme that I want. But I haven't gotten that far yet because I don't know exactly how I want to do these yet. And you know, these are also for me and to everything else. So I'm not really, you know, I just don't care if the cuts are straight or not, because they're gonna get written on, and then once they're used up, they're gonna get thrown in the recycling bin anyway. So I am not worried about that. We'll keep trimming these down. I also don't know what other, with that, I also don't know what other fall themed stuff that we can do. We could probably save for future Halloween stuff. For like when the girls get older, because their costumes that I bought them last year, they still fit. So I'm not really too worried about getting them any Halloween costumes really anytime soon. So these might just be for funsies, for the for like the tinies and the minis challenges that I showed y'all that I was doing. That I still need to try to figure out where to get those sleeves from, because I still don't know where to get the plastic sleeves from for my little happy planner stuff. But like I said, I'm not too worried about it. There's a few creators that do have the sleeves of that I need, but you have to get them in a kit. Like they already, come in a kit where it has the front and back covers, and then it has the rings and the challenges or whatever, they decided to do. Because I know Jordan's Budgets has a couple of those, which those are cute. But I just need the sleeves. I don't need the kits. I don't need the rings. I just need the sleeves. So I gotta figure out the best possible way of doing that. Because I tried the Happy Planner website, and then I tried Etsy, and those are not helpful at all. And then she also has a couple of the cutesy little animals. So I got the axolotl. She had one for her cat, and then hold on, because I want to do these ones first. I want to do the animals first. And then, of course, she has one for her doggy, because if you have pets, obviously, you gotta make stuff for them. And then, I got the foods. The watermelon has to be my favorite. I love the pink and the green together. Look how stinking cute these are. Like, come on. That cannot be any more precious. I don't know. I think I'm gonna do these like $2 a piece. These are probably gonna be randomized with all of the other challenges that I have. Like, I don't know where to go with them, but they're really cute. And this is what I was talking about with the seasonal stuff. So this would be like the springtime. And I got the bumblebee for that. I got her flowers. Easter, which I just got because it's pastels. So you got the Easter ones, you got the butterflies, which are really super cute, and then the sunflowers, of course, which this could also be for fall too, because sunflowers mostly bloom in the fall, but they're flowers, so those are cute. And then my favorite, the Christmas ones. I love Christmas. Me and my kids love Christmas. And she has a lot. This was all just one sheet already. So you get 12 minis for the hot chocolate. And then the snowflakes. Not many people do the snowflakes, and I'm obsessed with them. And then a couple of her snow globe themes. And then the stockings, which I think are adorable. But yeah, I am going to finish trimming these up and then getting them situated. And then we will discuss how to really use them and what other creators would use for them. So I will explain all of that when I'm done trimming them. I'll be right back. Hello, I'm back. So went ahead, I fixed this, I trimmed the top a little bit. It's still a little wonky, but that's fine. Made into the envelope that I need it to be. I also have the extra challenges in there to get to the 900 that I need. So that's good. So that'll be for the apartment stuff. The pretty in pink challenges. These are just going to be for fun. I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. But I also have a couple of other set challenges from other creators. So I might just invest in another binder. That way each creator has their own sleeve and then just work on that. So for the cat and the dog one that she had, I am thinking of putting this towards pets. I have an update video coming up explaining my life for the past like 5 years, because other than the last video when I started doing this, the last video was about 6 years ago, revealing the gender of my first child, and then I just stopped YouTube altogether at that point. But my oldest really wants a cat. She loves cats. She really wants a cat. So I think I'm going to put these challenges towards getting a cat. Adopting a cat from the animal shelter, getting the litter box with the kitty litter, the food, toys, bed, a carrier, whatever we will need. So this is probably going to be a couple of years, because I probably don't want to do just one cat. I'll probably do a cat and a dog, because we love animals. So if I can adopt 2 animals at the same time, I will. But it'll have to wait until we get our house, which is what I'm also saving for, but that's for later. So we're gonna do the pets, the axolotl, and the cutesy little food, and which also includes no, I did not cut out the watermelon. I did not cut out the watermelon yet. But these will be just extra savings challenges for my minis and the tinies that I have going around. Same with these. Just cutesy little ones. I don't know what any of these will really go towards. I don't really have anything planned, but that's pretty much what I just went ahead and trimmed up so I can show y'all those. And actually, now that I think about it, let's go ahead and show y'all what I mean. So I showed this in the last video, you know, with the dashboards and everything else. So every time one of these gets completed, you know, I'll write on the back of it of what it'll go towards. This one's brand new, just started it. Have no idea what it's gonna go towards. Like, half of these I have no idea. This one is going towards my oldest. That's her money. This one is going towards clothes. Sorry, you guys can't see that. So I went ahead, put this one towards clothes, because in about 6 months, my 2 girls were probably going to need new clothes and new shoes. So that's for that. This is for the moving fund. This is going towards stuff that we need for the house. So like well, right now the apartment. So this could be for laundry soap, extra shampoos, toothpaste, new toothbrushes, whatever we will need. So that's for that. This one, it's almost done. I need $3 more to complete it. I have no idea what I'm gonna put this towards. So I might put this one towards my second daughter, actually. Get her up there again. This, school supplies, because my oldest is about to start kindergarten, which I am not ready for. And like I said, this one, I don't know yet, but I think what I'm going to do for like the smaller ones, that are known as tinies, because they're quick little saves, I might put that towards extra credit card payments. Because, I mean, an extra $8 is an extra $8. So, I'll do the minimum payment like I normally do, and then the extras will go towards that. So, but right now I'm going to focus on doing this as much as I can, and this. And then for the future, when I'm able to play more, I will. So, I'm gonna go ahead and put these away. Like I said, I might just create a binder, because a lot of these challenges I could just put in that binder and just switch them out and play that. Especially this. I do want to try to play these games. Be like, oh, I can do like $30 or whatever, and then try to do something on each page. So, I'm going to try to make saving for the apartment fun. I don't know yet. I am trying to sell things on Marketplace so I can get the funds for this. It's just going to take forever, which is fine. But I do plan on moving in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. At least by the end of the month. But we shall see how that goes. But I do appreciate you all for stopping by and watching the challenges that I printed off and how I'm going to make them work for myself. Again, I will have Daisy Dollar budgets. I'm going to tag her down below. Y'all check her out. She's amazing. And all that fun stuff. I'm also going to do a shameless plug because I haven't done one of those in ages. I do have my own creative website where I make beaded items. I also make resin and I do painting a little bit, but I haven't done really much of anything resin related in a couple of years. But that's mostly because I don't have like a safe spot for them with the girls and the dogs of the house. But yeah, I have a nice little handful of my handmade products on my website, and I'm doing Christmas in July. It started July 1st and it ends July 17th. From midnight to midnight. Midnight of July 1st until midnight on the 17th. That gives about 2.5 weeks. And everything on my website is 25% off. And of course, it's going to double up with my free shipping over $50. So, you can pick and choose what you want. It doesn't matter. You can get a couple of items. You can get to that $50 threshold to get free shipping. It is up to you. I will also link my website down below. But I appreciate you all stopping by at 2 o'clock in the morning. Or whenever it is you're watching this. But, yeah, I will see y'all in the next video. Bye!